Hey, I'm Jesse at the New York Rangers vs Vancouver Canucks game, and you're watching Post to Post.
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. And I'm making this video for two reasons. Reason number one is the title, to talk about the difference between this Adidas jersey and this Reebok jersey, both of the Rangers. And I'll explain how I got this new Adidas one. And but before I do, the second reason is because it's time for the Patreon shoutouts, and I'm going to do that after I talk about these jerseys. But those shoutouts are actually from February. Patreon's a weird animal. The contributions for February were charged at the beginning of March, but then they weren't processed to me until the middle of March, and that was only 2 weeks ago, so it feels weird talking about the contributions to February, even though that was literally over a month ago. But that's just the way that Patreon works. It's awkward and it's frustrating, but that's the way it works. So I apologize for the delay. Technically, I am late, about 2 weeks late on it, so I do apologize. But I feel like this is a good video because it involves a Patreon member. The reason that I got this Adidas New York Rangers new jersey with Miller on the back is because a Patreon member and I, he sent it in. We actually made a deal. So he sent this in. He got this from Dick's, and Dick's wouldn't ship to Canada. So we made a deal where he would buy it. It was shipped to his place, and then he repackaged it and shipped it to me from the United States to here in Canada where I live. So he helped me out tremendously there, and I was able to get this Adidas jersey because the Reebok jersey that I have doesn't have a number on it or a name. So I was really excited to see a good price on this and get my hands on one of the new Adidas Rangers jerseys. And in return, I'm sending him my Pittsburgh Penguins Crosby jersey, Post to Post t-shirt, and some other things I have set aside for him. With this, he also sent some stickers and a Hayduk banner and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. We negotiated and we came to a fair agreement. So just want to thank Tim. Thank you very much for doing that with me. I really appreciate that. And I'm open to jersey trades in the future if anyone's interested, but I do like to negotiate. So okay, so this is the Adidas jersey. Or sorry, this is the Reebok jersey that I have, and I wanted to go over the subtle differences because sometimes I get asked, actually not more than sometimes, quite often, people see the jerseys behind me, people see me wearing different jerseys, and I'm no jersey expert, just putting that out there. I'm not a jersey expert. I probably know more than most people, but I'm still far from an expert. But people ask me, should I get the old school Reebok style that's cheaper, or should I, save a little bit more and get the Adidas jersey? And I've never held an Adidas jersey beside a Reebok jersey other than the Canadiens jersey. And the Reebok Canadiens jersey that I have, number one, isn't mine, and also is from the 2011-2012 season, I think. So it's not even recently. It's quite a while ago. So this is the true first comparison I have to a 2016-17 Reebok jersey to a 2017-18 Adidas jersey. I'm going to go over the subtle differences, and they are very subtle. Some teams made huge changes from last year to this year as far as jerseys because everyone kind of got a chance to redesign their new jersey for Adidas. But Rangers actually stayed pretty true to their form. There's only a couple things here that I like to talk about. The first is, it's going to be hard. I need 4 arms for this. But the first thing here is the laces. Geez, this is gonna be hard. I didn't think this through. The laces around the neck. They've decided to make a change there. Here you'll see they're actually tied and laced pretty much all the way up. Here they're untied and with two notches or crosses or whatever. And I guess there's 2 here as well. Different types. This is more like a shoelace, and this is more of it's not. I was gonna say skate, but it's just a thicker shoelace. I much prefer this, to be honest. I liked that they're tied here. I kind of wish that they were tied here, but I like the style of this lace specifically on this one. Obviously, the logo is going to be different as far as the NHL logo. Here, it's stitched material. Here, it's heat-pressed plastic. If we look at the logo itself, that remains pretty much identical, the same. They didn't change their logo. If you look down at the bottom, you'll know that the bottom white stripe is a little thicker than on the Adidas than it is on the Reebok. It might be really hard to tell from that angle. but there is a difference as far as thickness. I don't know why that makes a difference as far as if anyone's really specifically looking for a thicker white line at the bottom or not, but I just thought I'd note it out because that's how subtle the differences are. And the only other difference I can see as far as the striping goes is the stripes on the arms. It looks like the red stripe is thicker on the Adidas or on the Reebok than the Adidas. That's really it for as striping. The only other difference that I found really is the back of the Adidas. Man, I'm getting these mixed up. Of the Adidas jersey, it has estimated, like established year, sorry, not estimated, established year, which is 1926, and then a little Rangers logo there as well. It feels rubbery. I don't know if you guys have any. If you're watching and you have an Adidas jersey, they have this rubbery feel on some of the text on some of their jerseys, and that's what this feels like back here if you're interested. But I really like the back of this jersey. I think they did a really great job, and there's nothing here, so that's a bit of a bummer, but not really a big deal. Now, the only other thing I wanted to show you was how this Rangers logo was put on the jersey. So if you look under here, you can't really see it. That's because it was heat pressed on. So that's usually a sign of a cheaper processing. It doesn't bother me, but some people refuse to buy jerseys that were have heat pressed logos. I'm not one of those people. That's why I have that jersey. And here you'll see on the Adidas, it was actually stitched. So pretty high quality here. The Adidas did do a good job. Obviously, there's the tie-down fight strap on the Adidas. Every Adidas jersey comes with this, and the Reebok does not have it. Now, this isn't really a true comparison because there are Reebok jerseys of higher quality that does have the fight strap, that does have a stitch logo. This is just the best I can do because this is the only other Rangers jersey that I have. So that is the comparison. It's really insignificant. There's not really a lot. I would personally, like, if this is $70, and I mean this was on sale for $56. This was $70. So obviously, if you can find this for $56, it still might be available on Dick's. Definitely go buy this if you're in the States. But if this was regular price with a name on the back in Canada, you're looking at least $250, maybe $300. It depends on the team and the player. But hypothetically, we'll assume that this was $300, not on sale. So if you have the option between $300 for this jersey and $70 for this jersey, I would take this jersey any day of the week. I do not see a legitimate reason to save almost 3 times the price, more than 3 times the price, to get an Adidas jersey versus this. That's just my personal opinion. If the prices are close, obviously go with Adidas. The quality is much better. They seem to fit me a little bit better than the Reebok jerseys. So this is my third Adidas jersey. The other one is up. One of them is up there. Vegas Golden Knights. Obviously, I don't have a jersey for them to compare to last year because they didn't exist, and I have a Canadiens Adidas jersey over there. Now I've done a review on that Canadiens jersey on this channel. You can go search it. Just go to the main Post to Post channel and search jersey review or something like that. It'll pop up. It'll be one of the first ones. So yeah, that's kind of the comparison here. I'm probably going to give this jersey away eventually. Not anytime soon, but eventually, sometime in the summer. So keep an eye out for that. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe so you can have a chance at winning this jersey. Otherwise, thanks, Tim. I really appreciate that. This is going to be my main Rangers jersey from now on. So huge thanks to him. And now to read the contributors on Patreon for the month of February. So I've said this a bunch on the channel. We can't monetize our videos because YouTube disabled my AdSense. I've appealed it. I've said that a number of times as well. It's frustrating that I can't make money on YouTube, and this can only be a fan-funded channel. That's why I thank you guys all the time for contributing on Patreon. It really means a lot. It helps us get new things like the camera that you're watching this video on. We saved for 6 months to get that. So all the money that you guys contribute on Patreon goes towards this channel. I'm not going out and spending it on vacations or I don't take vacations. I haven't been on a vacation in a very long time. So all the money that these kind Patreon folk contribute go back right into the channel. So these people are as follows in the month of February. We've got Mulligan, Luke, Joey, Ryan, Gary, Matt, Ted, Andreas, Nick, Danny, Justin, Travis, Matthew, Shane, T Park, Grant, Daniel, Mika, Alec, Matthew, Ryan, Mitch, Justin, Andreas, Isambard, I think that's how you say it, Juan, Alec, Simon, Charlie, Tim, Christine, Sam, James, Brandon, Jensen, Bailey, Grav, Brittany, the Cranky Yankee, Olivia, Steve, Kaylee, Matthias, Stephen, Lindsay, Matthew, Nicholas, Brian, Tim, Russell, Max, Simon, Ale, Johnny, David, Spencer, Justin, Jamie, I think, Minnesota Arctic Blast, Daniel, Alyssa, and Patch83. Guys, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And these people are contributing at different levels. There's different levels on Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a fan funding service where if you like what an artist or a creator does, then you can, it's not really a donation. I guess it is kind of in a way. You contribute money towards them, and there's different levels. Our lowest level is the tip. It's like, I call it the tip jar. It's just $1. So you contribute $1 a month, and it's just to say, hey, thanks guys, I really appreciate your content. I like your channel. Here's a little tip. Kind of like when you go to the restaurant and you get good service. If you're happy with the service, you just give a little tip. So that's what that's there for. There's other levels too, but most people contribute at that $1 level. And that's a big help because eventually I'd like to do this full time. So any little contribution helps. And yeah, I just love making videos. I love YouTube. I love the community. I love you guys contributing, and not just financially, but I mean in the comments, the likes, the engagement, the interactions, the conversations on Discord, on Twitter, all over the place. So I really love this community, and I'm not just saying that. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy interacting with all of you. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you learned a little bit something about these jerseys. I know that wasn't really a lot of difference, but thanks guys for contributing. If you want to contribute, you can head on down to the description, and the Patreon link is down below. I'm in the process of filming lots of videos for report cards for each team for this regular season, and I'm about to film Ottawa and Buffalo. I've already filmed Montreal, which I think is already released on the channel. You might have already seen that. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like this video if you liked it down below. Hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.